living in Europe versus the United States in 2026 is not just a lifestyle choice. For retirees, it is a decision that directly affects how long your savings last, how much you spend on healthcare, and how comfortable your daily life feels. The difference between these two systems becomes much more important after you stop working. Let's start with cost of living, because this is where most retirees feel the difference immediately. In the United States, even after retirement, expenses remain high. Housing costs, property taxes, insurance, and especially healthcare can continue rising every year. In Europe, the structure is different. While average incomes are lower, daily expenses are also lower and more stable. In many European countries, like Portugal or Spain, living costs can be 30 to 40% lower than in the US. This means the same retirement savings can last significantly longer. Now, the most important factor for retirees is healthcare. The United States spends far more on healthcare than Europe, but this does not translate into better outcomes. Americans spend around $14,900 per person, while European countries spend closer to $6,000. More importantly, many Americans delay treatment because of cost. While this is rare in Europe, for a retiree, this creates a major difference. In the US, healthcare is a financial risk that needs constant planning. In Europe, it is usually predictable and partially or fully covered through public systems, which reduces stress and uncertainty. Daily life is also very different. In the United States, most retirees depend heavily on cars. Transportation costs can be high, and driving becomes more difficult with age. In Europe, cities are designed to be walkable, and public transport is widely available. This not only reduces costs, but also makes everyday life easier and more active. You can walk to shops, cafes, and parks instead of relying on a car for every activity. Taxes are often misunderstood in this comparison. Europe has higher taxes on paper, but many essential services are already included. Healthcare, transport, and social services are partially covered, which reduces out-of-pocket spending. In the United States, taxes may appear lower, but retirees still pay separately for many of these services. When you look at total expenses, the difference is not as simple as tax rates alone. Lifestyle is another major factor. Retirement in the United States often still feels financially driven. Many retirees remain concerned about expenses, investments, and unexpected costs. In Europe, the pace of life is slower. Social interaction is more built into daily routines, and there is a stronger focus on leisure and community. This can have a noticeable impact on mental health and overall well-being over time. Financial risk is where the biggest difference appears. In the United States, retirement depends heavily on personal savings and investments. Social Security typically replaces only a portion of income, so market performance and healthcare costs can directly affect your lifestyle. In Europe, systems are designed to reduce this risk. Public pensions, lower healthcare costs, and more stable living expenses create a more predictable retirement environment. However, Europe is not perfect. Income opportunities are lower if you plan to work part-time, and bureaucracy can be slow. Language can also be a barrier in some countries, and taxes can be higher for retirees with large incomes. These are trade-offs that need to be considered carefully. The bottom line is simple. The United States is built for earning and growing wealth, while Europe is built for preserving it and enjoying a more balanced life. For retirees, this difference matters more than anything else. If your goal is to reduce stress, control expenses, and make your savings last longer, Europe offers a strong advantage. If you prefer familiarity and can comfortably manage higher costs, the United States can still work, but it requires much more careful financial planning.